Another thing that I really like about the Bink looper, just to brag on that for a second, is that I can loop MIDI from the drums and then alter it later on, because this loop, here, let me just do that really quick. Let me capture this loop again. So there's my loop. And if we look at that, it's just this one note coming from me. The same pitch because I was just playing the one drum. But because it's going through the MIDI sample and hold devices, it's being processed by this melody. And then what's powerful about that to me is later on in the song, I have a different melody, and that didn't look like all that different because it's it's just the two notes. But we got F2 and G2 here, and I believe this is, yeah, C and D up here. So I'm able to capture something that I did at the top of the song and change it later. So anyway, I'm kind of stuck on that, but I really like that technique. I'm using that same sample and hold idea for the bass line as well. That would be over here. I have a big chain that's receiving the pitch information. I have this big chain of different effects. I guess this would be the bass. Yeah, so I'm using Wavetable, incredible instrument. I particularly like Wavetable because it has so much MIDI input built in. And that's just, I find that's really powerful for using kind of an alternative MIDI controller like Sensory Percussion, to be able to just go here and do like, oh, let's add some like keyboard tracking, or use the velocity right here to do something, even like invert the range and that kind of thing. But I'm using that same sample and hold idea back over here, and I have a separate sequence here that is the, this is the bass line plonked out over a weird amount of measures, because this is a weird song. So that's how I use sample and hold. I really like that Max for Live is built into Ableton Live Suite, because I can come up with an idea like, oh, I want to use sample and hold for kind of throttling melodic information. Oh, I guess I could just make that. And I'm not a Max for Live expert, but I was able to figure it out. It's an incredible tool.